Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to Adventure Quiz live stream number 6. Who would have thunk it? My name is Adam. I will be your quiz master for this evening. I certainly hope you're going to enjoy yourself. Now, I am really looking forward to tonight's lineup. We're going to be getting a little bit arty. Don't panic. People panic with art. We're going to get a little bit arty with the pictures. We'll be experimenting with like a new format for the spotlight that I'll be sort of playing around with. And we will also be testing the YouTube copyright infringement algorithm to the max with a rather sort of snappy little audio round, and I really hope at the end of this quiz I won't have a copyright strike against the channel, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Now, if you are new to the Adventure Quiz, firstly, a very big welcome. You can play along in so many different ways. The first is the easiest way. It's just to sit back, relax and enjoy the show. You could, however, write your answers down on a little scrap of paper. You can mark yourself later on, or, ladies and gentlemen, you could take advantage, full advantage of the DAP, the Digital Answer Pack, which will calculate your score for you and also enter you into the running to become one of this evening's winning teams. All you need to do is go to adventurequizzes.com and it will give you lots more detail. But for those of you that have already done that and set up, why don't we kick off, as we always do, with a little bit of fact or fiction. So fact or fiction, 5 statements. All you need to do is say fact or fiction. If you're using the digital answer pack, you just do fact or fiction. As simple as that. So your first one, do you think this is fact or fiction? Cat urine glows under ultraviolet light. Do you think it is fact or fiction that cat urine glows under ultraviolet light? I'm not going to give you too much time. Helen, that's not a beard. I'm getting trolled. I can tell it is fact. It is absolute fact. And there behind me is an image of a cat urine. Not from my house. I have a cat, but he always does his business outside. Okay, next one. Is this fact or fiction? The most visited city in the world by international tourists staying at least one night is London. Do you think that is fact or fiction? It either is London or it's another, in which case it would be fiction. But what do you reckon? I could say it is fiction. It is fiction. It all really comes down on as to how you measure it. But in either way, it is not London. It is either Hong Kong or Bangkok. Let's go on to your next one, which is coming anytime. Yes. All royal children are christened with water shipped over from the River Jordan, where Jesus was said to be baptized. Do you think it is fact or fiction? Just press the fact, press the fiction, or write it down, or just say it in your head. But you have to say it in your head just to confirm. I could say it is fact. Absolute fact. A very expensive way of getting water for christenings, but, you know, it is the royal family after all. Okay, your penultimate fact or fiction now. The Snickers bar was named after the Mars family's favourite horse. So the Snickers bar was named after a horse. Do you reckon it is fact or fiction? Oh, yes. Yeah, also, yeah, May the 4th also be with everybody else. Happy Star Wars Day. I've got my little Ray, my Daisy Ridley, little head bobber with me, supporting me. Back to Snickers. Like I said, it is facts. It is absolute facts. So they were really into their horses. They had loads of them, and their favourite one was called Snickers. Okay, your final fact or fiction. What do we reckon? The record for the loudest grunt heard on court at Wimbledon is held by Steffi Graf. Do you reckon she holds a record for the loudest grunter, or do you reckon it could be someone else? What do you reckon? Is it fact or fiction that she holds the record? I can tell you it is. It's fiction. It was actually held by Maria Sharapova at a level of 105 decibels. Okay, so fact or fiction over. Let's move on to our general knowledge round. Everyone loves a little bit of general knowledge. 16 questions, starting easy, getting a little bit hard as we go along. If you're using the DAP, all you need to do is press, in most of these cases, is press the first letter of the answer. In other cases, it will be more obvious in terms of the selection you got. But if you're just playing at home on a pen and paper, just write your answers down as they would be. So your first question, nice little easy one, just to get us in. can't. It's not. It's the light. It's the light. Okay, first question. What is the Japanese art form of paper folding called? So we've all done it, but what do you reckon it is? The Japanese art form of paper folding. Just press the first letter of the answer or write it down on a piece of paper. Do whatever you like. Do whatever you like. As long as you're enjoying yourselves. That's the important bit. Question number 2. Which scale is used to measure it's not supposed to be the speed of wind in relation to observed conditions at sea or land? Okay, so it's not like miles per hour. This is in relation to what you can see, observed conditions on sea or at land. So what is the name of the scale, or indeed just the first letter of the name of the scale? Oh, is Tim playing along with Emma? Fair enough. He doesn't know any answers, by the way, folks. He does not know any answers. Not to say he's stupid. God. Okay, I'm going to stop digging a hole. Question number 3. In which European city is the Venus de Milo displayed? The Venus de Milo. I saw it. It's less impressive than I wanted it to be, but, you know. But in which city would you find it? Question number 4 now. It sounds it's a little bit cryptic, but it's not supposed to be. Number 4. What colour is the building located at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue? A rather famous address. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But what colour is that building? Let's go with question number 5. Lovely bit of geography. Which desert is found in southern Mongolia and northern China? So it goes between the two. Southern Mongolia and northern China. Connects the two together. But what's the name of the desert? Let's try your luck with question number 6 now. Children's literature. Not everyone loves it, especially if you never read this book as a child. Number 6. What is the policeman's name in the Noddy story? So he doesn't have a first name. It's always the last name, okay? It could be a Mr. blah, 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 or a PC blah, blah, blah. But what's the blah, blah, blah bit? Or the first letter? If you're using the DAP, just the first letter is all we're after. Yeah, are you in the same team or are you in different teams and you're just chatting each other up? I mean, it's nice. Me? Was that me? Are you sure it wasn't Virgin? Virgin went down last time and everyone was criticising me. No, like, studio is telling me I have an excellent condition. despite my stubble. Question number 7. What type of pastry is used in eclairs? Oh, I love an eclair. And there they are. So they're probably some of the world's most expensive eclairs. But what's the name of the pastry that is used? Be careful with the spelling. Careful with the spelling. Oh, that's so sweet. YouTube burped for 30 seconds. Well, that's just disgusting. Was it drinking was it drinking what I'm drinking out of this? Oh no, I don't know what to do if I'm freezing up. I can't, it's not telling me I'm freezing up. Do you want me to say again and then give a question number and I'll do it again for you. But I'm going to go on for those of you that it did. God. Right, question number 8. I love this question because no one knows really. Which of these is the world's favourite colour? Oh, I should move out of the way. Which of those is the world's favourite colour? It's been scientifically proven to be the world's favourite colour. But which one do you reckon it is? You just put A, B, C, D, whatever you think it is. Oh, I like that. Adamant that you froze. That's great. That's a pun in. That's a double pun. Wow, well done. Again, Nest. I'm not doing a bloody Nest again. Right, hopefully, if I did, YouTube burped, then... Oh, I'm back in the room. Okay, there's your colours one. Oh, God. I always always distracted by question number 8 because of all your fun chat. Let's go to number 9. What is the medical condition in which a person has an extreme tendency to fall asleep at inappropriate times? So we've watched documentaries on it. It can sometimes be, in a way, made funny, and it's not really that funny because it's it can be an absolute nightmare. But what is the technical term for that tendency to fall asleep at inappropriate times, or in fact, just whenever? Birds. There were no birds. There were no birds questions. Right, let's. Do you want to go on to the next one? I'm still worried that I'm glitching. Am I glitching? No, that was me. That was me. Let's do number 10. Which car manufacturer is named after the Latin word for listen? So if you know Latin, you can know this straight away. If you also could guess in terms of the car manufacturer, so the maker of car, not a model, it's a make of car that is named after the Latin word for listen. There's a lovely little backstory to it. Well, not lovely, but there's just a great, concise backstory to it as well. But what do you reckon? Ah, thanks very much, Luke. Let's try question number 11. The liqueur cassis is made from which fruit? The liqueur cassis. If you like your Kir Royales, oh God, and I love a Kir Royale. And cassis is using it, but which fruit is it? Which fruit? Helen should know that one. Come on, Helen and Phil. All right, let's move on to question number 12. Diabolism is the worship of what? Diabolism is the worship of what? I've just realised that photo that looks a lot different to what I originally thought that photo... Was that a joke photo? I mean, I just picked it. It looks like someone worshipping, but they could also be doing something else. Got to keep it clean. I'm not going to be a potty mouth. Don't you worry. Let's just go to question. Let's go to question number 13. Which European country is the largest consumer of beer per head? So I'm not saying this country is the world's largest consumer of beer per head. I'm saying which out of all of the European countries is the largest consumer of beer per head. Oh, I'm sorry, Philip. Well, let us sign in even with Patreon. I don't know what. There's nothing. There's nothing I can do about that now. I'm sorry. Don't you worry though. You can still submit. Oh no. Well, if you. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. I get distracted and then I just don't know where I am or how long I've been taken. Let's go to number 14 anyway. So number 14 is multiple choice. In which year was Pong the first ever video game released, or arguably the first ever successful video game? And there's a little GIF of it to help you out. So that is what Pong looked like. But in which year was that released? And everyone went mental over it. Keep it clean. Penultimate question now, number 15. Which word is used to describe an angle between 90 and 180 degrees? So there's sort of like pictorial representation there. So it's bigger than 90, but it's less than 180. There's a technical term given to it. So the angle that is bigger than 90, but less than 180. 180! Oh, you're very welcome, Sarah. I didn't realise how many kids that I have watching along. Or not just kids as well, but just people that don't like swearing or naughtiness. Should we go to number 16? Because you're either going to know or you're not. I mean, well, yeah, I mean, you're pressing the first letter, so you've got a 1 in 16 chance. And then let's go to question number 16, your final one. Which American actress was originally cast to play Agent Dana Scully in The X-Files? So, The X-Files, such a good show. It really takes you back. I was genuinely scared during some of those episodes. So, which American actress was originally cast to play Agent Dana Scully? Ah, well, yeah, well done, Inigo. So there's all 16 of your questions, folks. I'm going to leave you, as always, with some recaps and a little 1 minute break, just so that you know, and especially, like, this is important if that glitch actually was a longer glitch. But then I guess if you're doing that, then your glitch, it doesn't matter. I'm going to leave you with a 1 minute break, and then we'll be doing poster round. It's getting arty, but don't panic. Stay tuned, because you're going to enjoy it, especially poster number 3. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. God, it's such an absolute unprofessional twat. And I was, I said a swear. I'm sorry. So, we're now going to move on to our poster round. There are 3 posters. You have access to them on the website, and you will need a password for that. And the password is Cuddly Giraffe Jumper. Cuddly Giraffe Jumper. For those of you who don't have access, don't worry. We're still going to go through the posters anyway. I will guide them through you. Yeah, no, we're back in. We're back in. You can hear me now. You can definitely hear me now, I'm sure. Sorry. God, these things have to happen once. And if they happen once, then chances are they won't happen again. But I'll touch quite a lot of wood there. So, first poster. We are looking at some classic works of art. You, of all, I'd say probably, except for a couple, maybe 3, you've all seen these. Not like in the flesh, but you've definitely seen them, and you're going to be naming them, and you name them based on the initialism. The initialism there. Okay, so this is your first one. So here's number one. You don't have to name it outright. You just have to choose the initialism at the bottom. I've initialized the title. The title. So just pick that. There we go. Yeah, again, new button. So annoying. Like when I actually was gonna press that, I was thinking, shall I press that? But I had to do stuff around the microphone, so I thought I'd do it, and then I ended up just shooting myself in the foot. Anyway, here's image number two. It's just an absolute beauty, absolute beauty. But what is it, or what's the initialism at least? We're gonna do all of. Gonna do these all twice as well. There's number three. Again, another classic. Here's number four. Here's number five. See, I don't even know why. Like, for those of you that are the patrons, if you've got the password, like I say, like what I was saying during that mute thing is that you just ignore me anyway and then go off for 15 minutes. So all you needed to wait for was the password, and then you should have just left. Here's number six. Like, I'm not a massive fan of Lowry. I kind of, I sort of get the style, I get the sense, I get the sort of ethos and everything behind it. But it's still nice though. Boy, talking about me opening another tier on Patreon. There's number seven. Not the whole painting. The painting's a lot bigger. Oh, I'm sorry. I should hang on. Which way do I have to go to do? There we go. Here's number eight. And final one, number nine. But is it number nine? Well, it's just, sorry, it's just a stupid, almost a cryptic joke there, which I didn't preempt. Right, I'm going to quickly go through them again for you. Okay, so here's number one. Number two. Remember, all you're doing is just picking the initialism. Number three. Number four. Number five. Number six. Number seven. Number eight. And number nine. Now, your next poster, I'm really excited about this one. We're doing self-portraits, but really famous artists that have done a self-portrait of themselves. And again, all of your answers are initialized. So at the bottom of that poster, all of the names of the artists and the subject in the painting or the drawing, whatever it might be. And that's who you're identifying. So here's number one. It has been disputed by a few people, but let's just go generally. Well, don't worry. If the DIP says every image is number one, don't worry. Just go with your first answer, second answer, third answer, fourth answer. I was actually having a nightmare with that type form today. I think I might be changing who I'm going to make those through. But anyway, I'm sorry. Just do your answer for number one, then do your answer for number two. It won't affect your scores. The calculation behind that screen is still going to work. Here's number two. I just think, could anything else go wrong tonight? All I need is like a bleeding power cut or something like that. Anyway, there's number two. So it's a very sort of, provocative image, that one. Yes. Oh, count your answers. Count your answers. Here's number three. Here's number 4. Well, yeah, okay. Well, don't do it twice. No, don't. No, it's just because I'm not going to get into it because I'm going to bore so many people. I'm going to bore myself. There's number 5. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Sorry, Ken. Jeez. There's number 6. There's nothing I can even do about it now in hindsight, because if I go in that, change that and republish it, you're going to be using the old published version. Then you would have to reload the new published version, which would render all of your previous answers incorrect. So just count as you go through. Here's number 7. Here's number 8. And final one, number 9. Okay, we're going to go back to the start. So here's the final time we're going to see number 1. But if you're if you're on the website, then you're just ignoring me at this point. There's number 2. Number 3. That's image number 4. Remember, it's all about those initialisms. You don't necessarily have to exactly know first name and last name and everything in between. Here's number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. And final one in this poster, number 9. Now, I was building up to post number 3. I mean, don't get massively excited about it. It's just like, really, you don't need to be into art at all to know any of the art to this whatsoever. Going into the realms of modern art, okay, I've got 9 images. You just have to say, is it art or is it not art? Now, I know technically you could argue that all of this is art, okay? But we are, as in technically, has it been officially displayed in a gallery under the term of modern art, okay? Like, has, a proper modern artist actually done it, okay? So here's image number... Yeah, I know, Marcelo. That's what I just said. Like, technically, they're all art, but has it actually been in a gallery and displayed as modern art? So there's number 1. Is it art or is it not art? Here's number 2. Is it art or is it not art? There's number 3. Is it art or is it not art? Here's number 4. Is it art or is it not art? Number 5. Is it art Or is it not art? I'm going to give them all to you again, so don't worry. Here's number 6. Is it art? Has it been displayed as an official piece of modern art in an exhibition, or is it just not art? Here's number 7. Is it art, or is it not art? On the DAP, it's easy, just art on art. Well, it's easy in any case, because it's just 50-50, isn't it? Here's number 8. Is it art or is it not art? And number 9. Is it art or is it not art? Right, second time around now. So, yeah. Quiz is art and art is quiz. There's number 1. Is it art or was it not art? Number 2. Certainly painful, but was it art or was it not art? Number 3. yeah. It's an art attack. This is art attack. Number 4. Is it art or not art? Number 5. It could be art. It could not be art. But which one do you reckon? There's number 6. Number 7. Yeah, go down the Blue Peter route. Yeah. Number 8. You didn't just type that, Rafi. How do you know how to, like, you're like 11. You don't go, wherefore art thou Romeo or Adam? And number 9, your final one. The password. Oh, Jesus. Cuddly giraffe jumper. Cuddly giraffe jumper. Giraffe. Giraffe. Cuddly giraffe jumper. Okay, so that was number 9. And now, before we take a little break, we're going to do break with brain teaser. Let me introduce the brain teaser to you. There she is. How many sticky characters are in that jar? Now, like, for those of you that come to physical quizzes, you will understand that jar. But even then, I kind of need to explain. So on the inside of the jar, there's sticky characters all inside. And then what I did as well was I actually added a column of acetate in the middle. And to make it even bloody harder, I put sticky characters all around the outside of that. So if you look closely at those images, you will be able to see the column in the centre. So how many are stuck on the outside, and then add to that all of the ones that are stuck in the central column. And numbers and letters, they're all characters. Don't worry about writing your answer. Well, write your answer down somewhere and you can enter it later. So, like I said, I'm going to leave you just for about just sort of 5 minutes with this brain teaser going in the background. Grab yourself another drink from the fridge, nip to the toilet, make yourself a pot noodle. You could probably do that in about 6 minutes. But whatever you do, don't go away, because I'll be back with Spotlight and Audio Round after this incy-wincy little break. Oh no, wrong one! This one.
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out. 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 Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no one to ride to.
think our little break is over there. Spotlight round. Oh, hang on. Let me leave you with the brain teaser. You can hear me, can't you? I definitely unmuted the mic this time. Let me leave you the brain teaser. There we go. Brain teaser above my head. Right, spotlight round. I kind of I don't know, maybe I was getting overly excited about this round, but it's just nice because we haven't done anything like it before. I mean, it's not completely off the scale. We're going to be playing tonight top, middle and bottom. Top, middle and bottom. So it's nothing potty mouth, just nice and clean. In a moment, I'm going to give you 5 countries, sort of areas, municipalities, whatever you want to call them. And then I'm going to give you a category. And then within that category, you have to say which of those countries is going to be the top in that category, which one of those countries is going to be the middle in the category, and which one of those countries is going to be the bottom in that category. In some of these cases, all of the sort of what I give you, they're really quite packed together and they're quite close. Other times with the ones that are a bit more random category wise, I've sort of made them really sort of spread out. Okay, so what I've tried to do, the ones that you oh yeah, we know that, is more obvious. The ones where you I just want you to discuss, okay, because you don't have to leave anything blank whatsoever, okay. But if you're using the DAP, all you need to select what you think the top is. Then it will take you to middle, and then it will take you to bottom. Okay, I hope you're going to enjoy this because, really, I've always said my job more than anything is to create discussion amongst people, and if I'm doing that, then I think I'm winning. So, your first countries. Here we go. We've got Brazil, India, Indonesia, Pakistan, and the USA. What could our category B? It is population. So just straightforward, nice one. The number of people living in the country. Your top one is the highest, the largest population. Then go to your middle one. So out of those 5, which one has the middle population? And then the last one is the bottom population. So go for your top. Decide what you think the middle one is. And then what do you think the smallest population? They are all massive populations, but what do you reckon it is? Go for your top, select that on the DAP. That will take you to middle. Select that one, and then select your smallest country in terms of population. I'm going to give you a decent bit of time with these because I know there's. You might immediately know that one or that one, but I don't want to rush you with any of them. But when you're on the DAP, you can sort of work in a lag, as it were. This is classic as well. I love it. We get less classic as we go along as well. It is the adventure quiz. Yeah, and also I've got to be conscious of that. I'm asking you 3 questions. I'm asking you 3 questions at once here. So if you're fed up, and you're just yeah, okay, Adam, we've done it. Just, and also I've got this low latency thing going on now. So before we had a 30-second gap, like a lag. Now we're down to 15 seconds or just under. I think my measure is about 13 seconds. Where if you type in, I'll be able to see it. So if you just yeah, Adam, this is easy. Just move on. Just, do whatever you want. Abuse me. Roast me. Please don't. Right, we're going to go to the next one before you roast me. And next countries are Ireland, Italy, Japan, Switzerland, and the UK. And these are, they're all lovely, but this, we're looking at the average age. Now, the average is the median age. So 50% of people are below it, 50% of people are above it. And it's the entire population. And the oldest country is what we would say is the top. So which one of those do you think is the oldest median age? That's your top one. Which one do you think is the middle? And then which one do you think is the youngest country? And that would be, as in youngest in terms of the members of the population. That would be your bottom one. So it's just, again, nest. I'm going to do nests again. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. So the median age, just the average age, which do you reckon is the oldest country? Which one do you reckon is the sort of the mid-range? And which one do you reckon is the youngest country? Keep working on that brain teaser. Okay, let's go to group number 3. Got Japan again, Madagascar, Mexico, Sweden, Switzerland. This time we're looking at wealth per adult. Okay, so this is median. This is the median wealth per adult over 18 measured in dollars. And it is liquid and non-liquid assets. So it's cash in the old skyrocket, but it is also, if you have a house that is worth $500,000, then that counts towards per adult. So imagine all of the wealth, the assets, liquid and physical assets, divided between all adults in the country. Which one of those countries do you think is the wealthiest per person? Which one do you think is the sort of mid-range one? And which one do you think is the least wealthiest per person? No, not age of the country, as in like when it was, not age of the population. Yes, thank you, Luke. Thank you, Luke. I'm sure I said that as well. I'm sure I stipulated. I'm glad you're commenting and getting into it, though. I like you. I like you a lot. If you're still on that, Shira, then what am I? Am I like lagging behind, or are you lagging behind? Oh, okay, right. Okay, so it's not my fault then. Let's go to our next one. It kind of starts Australia. We've got Brazil, Canada, China, and Russia. And it's an all-time classic. Landmass, including inland water bodies. So the surface area of the country, including inland water bodies, lakes. So which one is the largest? Which one is the middle one? Which one out of those 5 is the smallest country? I don't want to move. I want to give you a decent bit of time. I don't want to confuse people. It's my sort of quiz nightmare, really, is confusing people and forcing them to write down answers. But saying that, we're going to go on to the next group now. We've got 8 of these in total. We're only halfway through. Come on. So next country is Afghanistan, Argentina, Mali, Niger, and Spain. This is, well, they're all interesting. This one is, well, I've classed it as children per family. Technically, this is measured as the number of births per adult female in the country. It just doesn't sound very nice to say number of births per adult female. So I've called it children per family. So which one of those countries has the largest number of children per family, or technically births per adult female? Which one has the middle ground, and then which one has the least number of children births per female, or children per family? It's just nicer, isn't it? I think as well, you could potentially pause me, couldn't you? But then that would mean that you'd end up a few minutes after. So if you're submitting your answers, that would be a bit of a nightmare. Maybe that's why you all submit your... Are you pausing me? Are you pausing me? Okay, let's go to group number 6 now. We've got Belgium, Kuwait, Maldives, Netherlands and the UK. And for this one, now don't all jump at it. I'm going to explain it first because it's the other way around. It's sort of like reverse, whatever. It's elevation, okay? But the lowest is your top answer. So elevation above sea level, average elevation above sea level. But the lowest is your top answer. So which one of those countries is the lowest out of the group? That's your top answer. Which one is the middle lowest? That's your middle answer. And then which one is the tallest country? Again, explain. Which one do you need me to explain again, Marcelo? Oh, Ken, I know you're better than that. You are better than that, my friend. Through you. Are we serious? Subscribe me. Okay, good. Okay. God. I'm getting tense. There's a potential spam thing coming in. I don't know whether I'm giving you enough time or not enough time. Okay, your next group. We've got Ethiopia, Jamaica, South Africa, Sweden, USA. It's depressing as you like, but it's murder rate. This is the number of intentional homicides per 100,000 inhabitants. Welcome to the AdVenture quiz, ladies and gentlemen. The intentional homicides per 100,000 inhabitants. So which one of those do you reckon has the most per 100,000 inhabitants? That's your top answer. Middle one is the still really quite dangerous country. And then the lowest, your bottom one is the lowest number of intentional homicides per 100,000 inhabitants. Right, just going to give it another 10 seconds. Then we're going to do this next one. I mean, you're not complaining, or So I think we're doing all right. Oh, Michael SMP, you are pausing. Adam, pause. Oh God, it's so hard doing this. Just sitting in my office, I just can't get your feedback. Sod it though. Let's just do number 8. Okay, and I think you're gonna like this one. Okay, so we've got Argentina, Australia, Germany, Hong Kong, UK, and we are looking at dog owners. Okay, so it's measured as the percentage of the adult population that live with a pet. So imagine you did a census and you said to each adult, do you live with a pet dog? If they answered, yes, I do, then they go on to it. So the percentage of the adult population that answered yes to the question, do you live with a pet dog? So which one was the highest? So which one had the greatest percentage? Which one had the middle one? And which one had the lowest percentage of dog lovers? Well, not necessarily lovers, but just dog livers. No, not liver. You know what I mean. Is it hard though? I mean, it's not hard to the point that you can't actually write an answer down. That's a hard round where you just are like, I have no idea. For each of these, you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting it right. So I'm not sure that's the definition of a hard round. But you know, if hard equals enjoyment. Oh Jesus Christ! I did not mean to say that. Right, great pace. I'll give you a tour of the office one day. Okay, I think we're done with it. I think we're done. What for the dogs? 100% of the population must live with a dog. Right, we're done with that. You still got a little bit of time before you have to finish that, especially if you've got the DAP or you're pausing me. How dare you pause me? Let's move on to the audio round now. Right, so, you know, always I have issues with copyright strikes. And that's why we have to listen to a very small selection of royalty-free music. And we can get away with that. And I always come up with some inventive way. And I'm not saying I'm running out of ideas, but this is just, I'm like, let's test. Are you better than the YouTube copyright algorithm? Can you detect a song effectively before the YouTube algorithm does? Now the YouTube algorithm normally, if it's very obvious, is in about 20 minutes. Okay, but I'm not going to know, and this isn't going to be you going. I'm not going to keep checking YouTube to see if I've got copyright strikes. Okay, but we're going to be playing the 3-note dash. I'm going to play you just the first 3 notes of a song, so you're just going to hear. That's it, 3 notes. And you have to answer with the first letter of the title of the song. Don't worry about the artist, group or band, okay? It's just the title of the song. The first letter of the title. There you go, okay? But I'm not just going to give you the first 3 notes all at once. I'm going to start with the first note. And then at that point, I'm going to give you an opportunity to guess what you think the title is. I'll then play you the first and the second note, and you get another opportunity to guess. Then I give you the first, second, and third notes, and you have another opportunity to guess. You're going to get 1 point for every time you press the right letter for the title, okay? So if you are right with that first one, straight away, you're like, yeah, first note, absolutely know the title. You press that, then press it the second time, press it the third time, and you get 3 points for each of these. I have, because I always worry with weird stuff like this, I've got a little, I've got an example, okay? So don't press any buttons on the DAP, okay? This is, or don't write everything down. This is just the first, well, this is track 0, we should say, okay? Try and guess what you think the title of this song is as quickly as possible, okay? You're going to get the first note, then you get first and second, then you can get first, second, and third. But don't write anything down. Don't write anything down. Here is the first note. First note. Now, first and second note coming. And now, first, second, and third note. What do you reckon the title of that was? This isn't the question. Don't write anything down. I can tell you it was Play That Funky Music, White Boy. So you would have pressed P on the DAP. P to the DAP. And if you press it on the first one, you get 1 point. If you pressed it on the second time, you would have got a second point. And if you pressed it on the third time, you would have got the third point. So 3 points potentially if you could nail this. It is a banging tune, Ken. You're absolutely right. Okay, so here we go. Are you ready? So it's the for those of you with the DAP, it is the first letter of the title of the song. I'm going to play the first note twice, and then I'm going to go first, second, third. Here we go. What do you reckon the title is? And again. First note of the tune. I don't think the algorithm would have worked it out just yet, but maybe you can. Yeah, maybe that's it. The legal definition of copyright infringement is 8 notes. We'll work it out. Maybe it's 3. Okay, I'm gonna do your first 2 notes now. What do you remember? Just after the title. Go on to guess number 2, because you still get a point for guess number 2. Roy, I told you, zero was Play That Funky Music, White Boy. And here's... and then here's the first 3 notes. What's the title? What's the title? It's just the first letter of the title. So sorry, I just had to time someone out for just okay. I'm not gonna. Right, track number 2 now. First letter of the title. Here we go. I'm gonna play it to you twice though. So this is the first note, and again. What do you reckon? Just the first letter of the title. Okay, here's the first 2 notes. And first 3 notes. First 3 notes. By the way, incidentally, I'm sorry if you're hearing a weird little popping sound. It just happened just then. I have absolutely no idea where that's coming from. I have spent about 4.5 hours trying to work that out, and I cannot solve it. Anyway, track number 3, first note. And again. What do you reckon the title is? I don't even know if these people writing these answers down are actually right, but it's here we go. First 2 notes. First 3 notes. Remember, just the first letter. Let's go to track number 4 in one hand, while on the other hand I'm getting rid of spam. Oh, I'm going to say a naughty. Here's the first note of track number 4. And again, it's so short, but I'm going to do it to you again. Good luck, algorithm, getting that. Where's my third hand? Here's the first 2 notes. That's so much easy with that second bit. And first 3 notes. Oh no! Here we go. Classic. Right, let's go to track number 5 now. This could be anything. I think this is definitely the hardest one of all. But here we go. Here's the first note. Yeah. I'll play it to you again. It's hard to tell even what instrument that was played on. I'll give you a bit of time to guess though. Remember, just after that first letter. Why is it always 9 o'clock that the spammers come in? I don't get that. I really don't get that. Right, here we go. First 2 notes. I think you could know it. Oh, no, it's just a Pilsner in the mug tonight. It's nothing special. Nothing special. There might be a bit of red wine going in there a bit if I can get through these spammers. And then first 3 notes. What do you reckon? Right, let's do number 6. First 1 note. I'm going to play it to you twice, though. And again. The first note. Remember, just after the first letter. I'm trying to speed up a bit because I feel like every time I mention the word spammer, we get someone putting an answer. Oh, God. Here we go. First 2 notes. I did play the 3rd note on the 5th song. It's just the 3rd note is extremely short. And here's the first. Oh, God. We're not even halfway through this round. First 3 notes. It's exactly the same as doing a quiz, a physical quiz. It really is exactly the same. Just different obstacles to surmount or destroy. Let's go to number 7. First 1 note, but I'll play it twice. Marcelo, you have no idea. I might. First note again. It's so classic. Okay, I will do number 5, part 3, right at the end. Right at the... Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, right. Look, just because I know who you are and I trust you, here's the first 3 notes for number 5 again. For those of you that are keeping up, I apologise. First 3 notes for number 5. There you go. Right, now we're going to... Oh, God. Now, number 7. Let's keep up with number 7. First 2 notes for number 7. Is anyone else stressed? I'm really stressed. I'm hugely stressed. The first 3 notes for number 7. You know that tune, but what is the first letter of the title? Oh, God. Right, number 8, the first note. Unbelievably classic. I'll play it to you again. Let's go to the first 2 notes. No, I'm stressed with the group. I'm sharing. Anyway. First 3 notes. I'm playing it on my secret organ, Marcelo. Yeah, man, I could absolutely neck some Malams right now. Oh, I don't know where they are. Okay, number 9. First 1 note. I'm going to play it to you twice, though. And again. Remember, just the first letter of the title. It was a joke from a couple of weeks ago, Marcelo. I don't know if he I did. Thank you very much, Thomas. Here's the first 2 notes of number 9. Oh, well, okay. And then first 3 notes of number 9. Oh my God, we've still got 3 tracks left to go. I keep looking at my watch because it says I could be here all night, but I know you don't want to be. Here's the first note of track number 10. And again. Oh, let's not get pedantic about what a note is. Here we go. First 2 notes. The first 3 notes. Remember, you've got to guess at each of these. Hopefully you get it right from the start. So you're going to get 3 points for each of them. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Penultimate track now. First note, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it to you twice. And again. Was that I think that was a drum beat as well, wasn't it, technically? And maybe you could even get really pedantic and say that it was technically 2. The comments are on fire tonight. You're doing really well. Okay, the first 2 notes. First 2 notes now. Yeah, God, you're telling me. To be able to 3 notes. Oh God, I just can't wait until this round is over and we're just going to do Quizmo round. It just go back to normality, and then I check my emails and I've got like 13 strikes. Here we go. First 3 notes now. Right, there you go. Lap it up and get ready for the final one. I'm filling up my mug to celebrate the fact that we're on the final track. Here we go. You're all going to know this, right? Okay. First note. I'm going to play it to you twice, as always. There you go. And again. What do you reckon? Oh, thank you. Finally, there's some actual compliments coming in of people saying they like it rather than just trolling me. First 2 notes now. Oh, it's just. I'll play it to you again because it's a little unfair. So first 2 notes again. It's so short, that second one. And then first 3 notes. Come on, you know the... Come on, you know the answer. Wasn't even intentional. It wasn't even intentional. Oh my God, guys. Okay. I'm ready to move on. At this point, I don't really care if you are or you aren't. I'm just gonna move on. Remember, you got to guess at each of those stages. You get 1 point for each. Right, normality time. Right. Quizmo round time. Quizmo 3-minute challenge. In a moment, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to complete a particular challenge. I hope you're going to enjoy the challenge. It's a very visual one this evening. We got sort of a little bit sort of tied up in non-visual stuff recently. Hang on, let me get rid of that brain teaser. Like I say, very visual. I'm going to call it like zebra tiles tonight. So there's an image of zebras, and then over that image there's 16, let's call them tiles, that are missing to make up the picture. On the right hand side you will see all of those tiles, those missing tiles with a letter. You have to locate the position of each of them. Okay, so you're going to, all of the empty places are numbered, and all of the tiles on the right hand side have a letter. On the DAP, it's going to say position 1, and then you press the letter of the tile that would fill in that position. Position 2, once you've done that one, etc, etc. You have to go in the correct order. You have to start with number 1, then move on to position number 2, then move on to position number 3. You can pass if you want to. If you want to pass, just press any letter, but you are not allowed to go back and fill in. So you have to plan your 3 minutes, and you're going to get 1 point for each of them. If that makes sense, good. If it doesn't, you're just going to have to do it. So just say what the letter is that would fill the space. You've got to go from 1 to 16, 1 to 16 in order. Ladies and gentlemen, your 3 minutes starts now. Okay, it's 1 minute down, 2 minutes left to go. I feel a sense of normality coming over. You've got 2 minutes left to go. Remember, you've got to do them in order. You can skip one, but you can't go back. Halfway through now, minute and a half down, minute and a half left to go. Don't panic, just do them in order as best you can, but you have to finish. We don't have to finish, but you have to finish when you want to finish. One minute left to go now. 1 minute left to go. Remember, do them sequentially. Try and get as many. You're not going to lose points for incorrect answers. Thirty seconds. We're just there over. Come on, I think you can do this. Twenty seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1-0. And your time is up. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. You have completed the adventure quiz. All that you need to do now is, if using the DAP, is to just press submit, but make sure you've also put your brain teaser guess in as well. If you are just using pen and paper as well tonight, go to the manual answer submission, enter that all in, press submit as quickly as you possibly can. I will then be going through those results. I will have a look at how well we've all fared in all of the different, the different questions that we go through. And also I will be back telling you which teams are in our top and which teams are the absolute ledge of the adventure quiz. Not that all of you aren't legends anyway. So enjoy yourself a little 15-minute break. I'll be back as quick as I can. Make sure to submit your answers as quick as possible. That will make it quick for everyone. I'll be back in about 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So enjoy a break. Get ready for answers and results. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I was just pretending that the mic wasn't live. We're back in the room, and it is time for answers. We'll start with brain teaser, of course, as we always would do. I've got some great stats as well, and you know, like I always panic massively, and I'm panicking less. I just know that like what I'm doing. It's quiz number 6, okay? Like, and I'm getting that. I've even got some stats for audio round, so I'm going to give you stats for. Anyway, you don't need to know that. I'm just going to let's just do it. Bloody hell, Adam, let's just do it. So, question number 1. What is the Japanese art form of paper voting called? 100% of you, ladies and gentlemen, said, oh, for origami. Oh, for origami. There's a huge obsession at the moment with making tiny little paper cranes. The world record for the smallest paper crane is made, get this, from a piece of paper that is 1 millimetre by 1 millimetre. That's not that. That's not that. There was no photo I could get of that one. It does exist, but it looks awful. Question number 2. The scale used to measure the speed of wind in relation to observed conditions. 84% of you went with B for Beaufort. And there is Beaufort, Sir Francis Beaufort. Let's question number 3. The European city where you find the Venus de Milo. So 57% said P for Paris. That was Paris. We had M as well. Was sort of getting that for Milan, possibly. But no, Paris was the answer. Question number 4. The colour of the building located at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. 100% of people said white. However, I would question that answer. No, I'm just getting geeky now. The exact colour, it is not white as you would believe white. It's actually known as Whisper White. It's made by the Geron company. There is behind me what it is, and that box. I can never do this because it's always back to front. That box there is actual white. I would say it's more beige, actually. Maybe an apple white or an apricot white or something. But it's white. But anyway, there you go. That's the actual colour of the White House compared to actual white. Number 5, the desert found in southern Mongolia, northern China. 96% said G for Gobi. G for Gobi. Gobi Desert. Known as a shadow desert because the Himalayas, they block the rain coming up from the clouds and from the Indian Ocean. The other 4% were just random letters. Number 6, the name of the policeman. 88% of you, I thought it would be less, but 88% of you said P for plot. P for plot. And then the remainders were just sort of, you know, weird guesses, but well done. Number 7, it's just because we've been watching Bake Off, isn't it? What type of pastry is used to make eclairs? Because of Bake Off, 96% of us knew that the answer was shoe, but also knew that it was spelt with a C, which I think is it's impressive. Number 8. Now this caused controversy. It was 30,000 people over 100 countries were asked their favourite colour. And this is weird how this has come out, because this almost could literally just say, well, that survey was a load of rubbish, because we did a survey of currently 269 people. You said G was your top one, blue. Not the right answer. Then we went with H, which was red. Now, I would argue red is never a favourite colour. Then you said B, which was actually that light blue, nice colour. Only 4% of you said F. How is that possible? How is that possible? I mean, it's possible just because it's just the way it works. But no, it is called Mars. It's called Mars, not named after Mars. It's M-A with a double R. Look, let's just move on. Medical condition. Now it's bringing you up. 100% said narcolepsy. Onto the Cari one. Car manufacturer named after Latin for listen. It was a 77% of you said Audi. So the founder's name was August Horch. Horch is, and I'm sorry if I'm destroying languages here, I always do it. Horch is German for listen. So they decided to put a little sort of Latin twist on it, and so said the founder's name, the founder's last name in Latin, which would be Audi. Cassis, my God, I have drunk litres of Cassis in my life. Not tonight. It is blackcurrant, not blackberries, but even if you put blackberry, it would still be B, so you get the answer right. But blackberries, and it's just such a bloody lovely thing. Number 12, diabolism is the worship of 92% of you said S, and the rest of you said D for devil. So Satan or devil. 13, the European country largest consumer of beer per head. Right, very, very interesting results here. So 42% of you said G, so you're obviously going Germany, aren't you? And no, it's actually not. The next down, 26% of you said C for Czech Republic. It's the Czech Republic. There they are with their beer. Yeah, I mean, Germany is high. So 142 litres per capita per year for Czech Republic. Austria is next under that, then Germany underneath that. Then we go to Poland, then we go to Ireland. And we're really, really quite low. I mean, I'm doing my best to drink my capita. Number 14, the year in which Pong was first released. So this was really nice, actually. Because you either went with 62 or 72. 62 or 72 is what you went with. The answer was 72. 72. I think I might be a little bit thick because I thought the next question was hard. The name given to the angle between 90 and 180. Is it just because maybe sometimes it's used in like sort of like colloquial language to sort of describe someone? I don't use that colloquial language. I use it in mathematical terms. 100% of you said O for obtuse. Or it was O for cough. And then the final one, number 16, the actress that was originally cast. This was all over the shop. Okay, so your biggest one, 27% of you said J. So I would assume Jessica Simpson, maybe? I don't know. I'm really not a celebrity person. Only 3.8 of you said P for Pamela Anderson. It was Pamela Anderson. Can you imagine that? How different that show would have been if Pamela Anderson was doing. Oh, Jesus! I mean, maybe I would have watched it. I don't know, but it definitely would have taken a different route. So P for Pamela Anderson. Right. Okay. So we're going to speed it up now a little bit. Oh God, we're really running behind here. Jennifer. Oh, J for Jennifer Aniston. Yeah. Well, no, she wasn't even. Okay, it doesn't matter. We shall discuss this at another time. On to our first poster. So the names. Number 1 was the Scream. So we needed TS. Number 2 was Starry Night, or The Starry Night, so we need TNS. Number 3 was American Gothic, so we needed AG. Number 4 was The Night Watch, so TNW. However, a few years ago, they did a massive clean up on that painting. And actually, a lot of that darkness was dirt. And so they're now actually deciding, like, was it actually at night time or was it actually at day? But weather, it is still, obviously, it would keep its original name, which is the Night Watch. Number 5, the persistence of memory. He always came up with silly names for paintings. The flight of the bumblebee around my head 3 minutes before I woke up from a vivid dream, or something along that vein. Amazing artist. I'm not taking it away, but the titles left something to be desired. Number 6, the Lowry one. I'm so familiar with these. I've been to so many exhibitions and I've seen so many of them. But this is going to the match. And as soon as you know it's going to the match, it's so obvious, isn't it? That it's a well, not necessarily football match, but it's a match of something going on. And it really, that's what he just epitomises that sort of style. And he's good. I'm not a massive fan, but he does what he does. Number 7 was The Birth of Venus. The Birth of Venus. Sorry, I need to cover the... Not touching the boob. How can I not touch the boob? I can't do it. I can't touch the boob, guys. I can't touch the boob. Number 8 is The Son of Man. The Son of Man. Questionable title. And then number 9... was number 5. Number 5, or NF. Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the second poster. So they're so nice, these. I really like when an art... okay, just get on with it, Adam. Leonardo da Vinci, obviously the first one. It has been disputed. There is no way that we can ever prove that, but generally that is Leonardo da Vinci. It is 75th birthday. Gustave Courbet, there we go. It really ignites something in you, doesn't it? If you're new to the quiz, I'm quite passionate in terms of arty stuff. I'm just an arty person. Number 3 is Salvador Dali. He painted that when he was 17. When I was 17, all I was trying to do was get out of art class, and he done that when he was 17. It's not great. Number 4, Claude Monet. I think that's lovely. That's really, really nice. It's all about the light. Oh, stop going on about it, Adam. Jesus. Number 5 is Van Gogh. VG was the initials that you needed. Number 6 was Andy Warhol. AW was what you needed. And number 7 was Henri Matisse. It really, that painting just has a ridiculous Matisse feel to it. Number 8 was Picasso. Now, that seems almost like a student of Picasso, but he did that when he was way younger. So anyway, moving on. I don't want to. I'm not a wanker. I'm not a person that obsesses about art, but I just have these feelings. And then number 9 is Rembrandt. Rembrandt van Rijn is Rijn. Okay, on to the art or not art. Right. Number 1 is not art. It is not art. It is just an image I found on Google Images of toilet paper. And that would have been... We're all right with toilet paper at the moment, actually, aren't we? Like, I've found enough toilet paper. Number 2 is art. It is art. It was a 2018 live performance at MoMA in New York, which I'd recommend anyone to go to, entitled Wall Floor Positions. So it was art. Number 3 was not art, just like a stock photo of someone just standing in a room. Number 4, it's art. It was entitled Comedian by Maurizio Catalan. That sold for $120,000 in Miami. He ate one of them. I can't even remember what he did with the other ones. It was just... I like modern art, but that's just stupid. Number 5 is not art. Just another paint pot that we've all spilt. Number 6 is not art. I mean, it is art because it's obviously like a beautifully photoshopped image, but all that was doing was is an advertisement for extremely fast drying cement. So you see, it comes in liquid and then it goes dark and then it's dried at the bottom. That's all it is. It's Photoshop, so it is kind of art, but it's not art. It was never exhibited in any way to suggest it was modern art. But it's arguably the best bit of art that we've seen so far. Number 7, it's art. It's actually art. That is just one chair. It's part of the Infrastructure exhibition by Nicole Vermers. Who just spent a lot of time with chairs exactly like that, putting leather coats around a room. And that's art. I'm not saying it's not art, but I'm not saying it's not art. Number 8, that's art. That's art. It is Untitled by Joseph Beuys. Who actually, I'm not going to take it away from him, actually did some really good like art stuff. There's art that he did that's just art. And then number 9, the final one. So it's not art. It is not art. This is a pair of glasses that were accidentally left on the floor at a San Francisco gallery. People actually believed that it was part of the exhibition, and there's the proof, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody gathered around it, and this guy took about 20 minutes trying to get himself the best image of a pair of glasses on the floor. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying this just proved, it doesn't prove, but it just highlights my point. I'm a fan of modern art. Okay. Onto the spotlight round of area, top, middle and bottom. Okay, so... right, so we start off with population. So your top answer was India. 1.4 billion people there. The United States came just under 330 million. Then middle was Indonesia at 271 million. So we needed India, Indonesia, 271. Then in the third group, it was Pakistan, but Brazil took it as the lowest. So Brazil was 211. So for that point, we needed India for 1 point, Indonesia for another, and then Brazil for the third point. The median age at top was Japan. 47.3 years old, the average. That's really cool. Italy came next at 45.5. Middling was Switzerland at 42.2. And then we went to the UK at 40.5 and Ireland 36.5. 36.8. Well done. That's almost Anne-Marie's age. No, it's not. That's not. I'm lying. On to okay. I love this one. The wealth per adult. So Switzerland takes it. So Switzerland was top, $228K or $1,000. Japan was next at 110, so like half of that. Then Sweden came in at 42K. It just fascinates me. Then we went to Mexico at 10K and Madagascar at the bottom. That's not 600K. That's just $600. $600 that the average adult in Madagascar has to the name. $600. Wow. And to be honest, they probably have a better life than us. Let's go on to the land mass. This is classic, all-time classic. Russia at the top, 70 million square kilometres. Canada second at 10 million. The middle was China at 9.6 million square kilometres. Then we went to Brazil at 8.5, and the last one was Australia at 7.7 million square kilometres. So we needed Russia, China, and Australia as 1 point for each of those. Why is it controversial? Why is it controversial? Yeah, but it's per person. I'm not going to get into aggressive debates about this. On to our next one. Children per family. Niger at the top, 7 births per female, adult female. I just say they say adult female. Like, what are the non-adult females that are having babies? Anyway, number 6. The second was Mali that had 6. Afghanistan was middle at 4.6. Then it was Argentina at 2.3. Spain took it at 1.3. 1.3. That's a real that's a very small number. You would hope, I mean, it's growth, but it's not there. So anyway, Niger, Afghanistan, Spain is what we needed. Onto the elevation then. So we did I shouldn't have done. I mean, we should have done it the other way around. Okay, so we have to start with the lowest country. The lowest country is the Maldives. 1.8 meters average above sea level. 1.8 meters. That is, I mean, it's like it's literally what? It's just as my hand goes off of this thing. That's it. That's 1.8 meters. The average. Amazing. Netherlands. Although you would think, some parts of the Netherlands are actually underwater, but not. That's only the average is 30 meters. Middle was Kuwait with 108 meters, and then it was UK at 162 meters. Belgium. There's some high places in Belgium. There's 180 meters. So Maldives, Kuwait, Belgium is what we needed for top, middle, and bottom. Murder rate. It's depressing, but it's I just find these things fascinating. Maybe I shouldn't, but I find it all facts fascinating. Jamaica was your top one. 57 people per 100,000 inhabitants are murdered. South Africa was next with 36, but Jamaica is what you need for top. The middle was Ethiopia. We come down massively now to 8 murders per 100,000. And then the next segment was USA, which is only 5. It has a bad rap, and I thought people would expect that to be higher, and you did. Sweden, obviously, wonderful Sweden, 1.1 murders per 100,000. Let's do dog owners. I was going to say I'm not a fan of dogs. I like a dog, but I'm not massively into them. I'm more into the cats. The top country is Argentina. 66% of adults live with a pet dog. Australia is next at 39. So even then, 39 is way under that 66. UK is in the middle at 27. So because they're basically a third of adults live with a dog. And then we went to Germany with 21 and Hong Kong with 14. So Germany with 21. Good kitty. Soft kitty. Warm kitty. Hong Kong with just 14%. Okay, we're ready for audio round answers. Okay. Yes. Because I'm getting so much quicker on what's going on there. I have stats for this as well, because I was worried, man, you did really good. There was only one song, and even that one song, I said, "Oh, this is going to be hard." Okay, so the three note dash, you got 1 point for every single time you put the first letter of the answer in. Track number 1 was Mambo number 5, and 88% of you got that on just the first note. The first note. It's not even a second. It is like a quarter of a second. 88% of you got that right. Track number 2, Seven Nation Army. 84% of you got that right on the first go. Now, number 3 was Paint It Black. 69% of you got that right. And I think really just the ever so slight difference because of, it's like, I want it to paint black. You know, it's one of those tracks you're not 100% sure what the title is. But still, 69% of you got it. 84% of you got Staying Alive. Well done. Well done. Number 5. Now, this is one that I said I thought would be tricky. Only 23% of you got it straight out. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. So we needed a Y. Number 6 was Karma Chameleon, and 61% of you. So that was ever slightly harder. So Karma Chameleon, I say 61% at the first note. 61% at the first note, which is still absolutely amazing. Now, number 7, which was the toughest of all, which you all know, but the title was Gonna Make You Sweat. It was only 11% of you that got it right first time. Then after the second note, we went up to 15%. And then even after the third note, we only got to 15%. So there was just a select number of people that knew it, or guessers. Track number 8 was Smells Like Teen Spirit, and 92% of you. That would have been fantastic. 92% of you. I was, to be honest, I was hoping for more for number 9. Only 76% of you, straight out with note number 1, said Billie Jean. Billie Jean. Oh, I shouldn't do it because maybe like the YouTube algorithm will bust me. Number 10. 80% of you said it was Mamma Mia, straight out. Straight out. All of these stats are the first time we said it. Number 11, 77% of you said Song 2, or at least a song beginning with S. And then number 12, the final one, was Come On Arlene. Da-da-na-na. And that was 88% of you that managed to get that right. So well done. You were worried, I was worried, we were all worried. But actually, that's probably the best round that we actually did. So well done. So Quizmo round answers now. If you're just marking with paper, it's fine. It's all about 1 point for each of them. There were all of your positions. And now here are the answers to. So 1 was B, 2 was P, 3 was C, 4 was G, 5 was I, 6 was L, 7 was H, 8 was A. I know for those of you that use the DAP, it doesn't matter, but for those of you still using the paper, that's cool. 9 was N, 10 was K, 11 was J, 12 was O, 13 was D, 14 was M, 15 was E. Bingo. It's a little bit late, isn't it, David? 16 was F. So, it's time for results. Now, don't worry if you were a little bit late with submitting your answers or submitting your results at least. In about 10 minutes time, you can go to the website and I will have updated it. Tomorrow morning, I will update it again, just in case you've been ridiculously late. But for now, this is just what I managed to a grab of what we had at that point. The brain teaser. Oh, I feel a bit depressed now because I'm going to give you answers and that means it's the end of the quiz. But anyway, the answer was 295. And there were some sick guesses. What should we do? Should we do third, fourth, fifth? Let's go from 7th. We'll start with 7th. There were many more people within the quiz. Please don't worry if I didn't read your team name out later on. You can go and have a look at the results at adventurequizzes.com. In 7th place with a guess of 313, a mere 18 away, Mint Imperials. Well done, Mint Imperials. In 6th place with a guess of 311, a mere 16 away. Brains of Britain, or Bob, B-O-B, Brains of Britain, Bob. In 5th place with a guess of 309, 14 away. See how much we're bunched up? 14 away. It's the Misfits. Well done, Misfits. All the way from Washington. In 4th place, with a guess of 308, 13 away. It's Flavour Dictators. Well done, Flavour Dictators. Oh, no, is that the... I'm not... No, okay, I'm just getting excited. In 3rd place, with a guess of 286, 9 away, it's Wriggles, Giggles and Piggles. Well done. You've been coming every week so far. It's so good. In 2nd place, with a guess of 300, it's 5 away, it's Pressbox. Well done. I mean, percentage-wise, it's absolutely sick. But our winners, ladies and gentlemen, in 1st place, with a guess of 296, 1 away, it's the Hammersmith Busters! Hammersmith Busters, well done, well done. So now look, I created a little screen. Look at it, look, it's going to be flashing. Woohoo, yeah, okay. So our winners this evening, we're going to start with 7th. As I say, there's always more than 7 teams. I can't police this anyway. I'm not taking it away from any teams that are there. I know you're all patrons. I don't read anybody out that isn't a patron. So, in 7th place with 87 points, we have Paper, Snow, a Ghost. Paper, Snow, a Ghost. I haven't had you pop up there, but it's lovely to have you now. So well done, 7th place. In 6th place with 88 points, we have Marjorie's Hippos. Well done, Marjorie's Hippos. In 5th place with 90 points, Hammersmith Busters. 2 mentions in 1 quiz. Good enough for anyone. In 4th place, no, joint fourth place with 91 points each. We have the Mint Imperials and Jar Jar Thinks. That's a good twist on Star Wars Day. So Mint Imperials and Jar Jar Thinks, 91 points each. In joint 3rd place, both with 92 points each, Cremasteric Reflex and Kebab Machine. So well done. It's so nice to have you back, Kebab Machine and Cremasteric Reflex as well. In 2nd place with 93 points, it's Quizentials. But our winners, ladies and gentlemen, in 1st place with 94 points. And they're only ever happy when they're in 1st place. And I can tell they'd be happy now. It's Fake Brews. Well done, Fake Brews. Congratulations to you. And congratulations to all of you. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, the quiz is over. I just want to thank you so much. I am really, really, really enjoying doing this. I don't know, the way it's working, I feel as if like the physical quiz that we're doing is turning into this online quiz. All of this stuff is just, all of the chat wise is absolutely fantastic. And I really, really look forward to this Monday as I would do any other quiz that I came to see you in a regular pub. So I just hope that you can come and see me every single Monday at 8 o'clock for more Adventure Quiz fun and games. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, have a safe journey back from the room you're playing the quiz in to your bedroom. Maybe get yourself another little drink on the way. But until then, thank you all so much. I really can't thank you so much. It's always so fun. Make sure to subscribe, become a patron. And, well, I think that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much. Until next week, it is good night.